Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Chiefs coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gunn with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, for these Kansas City Chiefs, they, of course, were Super Bowl champions 2 years ago. They won over the Niners in Miami. They fell to the Bucs in Tampa last year, but now they are back making their third consecutive trip to the big game.
They have truly cemented themselves as perennial frontrunners, and now, when we think of Kansas City, we expect them to be in this game. They're trying to emulate the New England Patriots, who went to Super Bowls 51, 52, and 53 in recent years, and they came up with a win, loss, and then a win again in those 3 consecutive seasons.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
On first down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to her back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in the days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And again, it's Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Elliott shedding the tackle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's complete, right around the 8. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down and 3. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it, powering forward. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The give is to Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. To throw is Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Prescott yet again. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. To the air again, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Third and short yardage, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Didn't quite get the touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking to yourself, what is your sequence? Because you're not just thinking one play here just in case. You're looking ahead as well. I wonder if he's just thinking 3 power plays at max to get the ball in the end zone.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Prescott. Touchdown! That's caught. Tony Pollard from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to hit his target, Lamb. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for second down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Now, they lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive running games operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. And again, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown to the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down carry by Elliott. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Prescott to throw it. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes. He's got Smith-Schuster, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup there. Mahomes. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Mahomes to throw it. Finding Hardman here over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got 1 timeout left. Want to save it.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Power running by Zeke. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Working with his 2nd and 4. And what can Prescott do in the OT? Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Elliott, and he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.